Hello, we're doing lesson 97. I am Spirit from A Course in Miracles. Welcome. Let's jump right in. Take a deep breath and begin to really just feel the energy of this beautiful light that's coming down through the top of your head. Beautiful golden light coming down and really swirling all the way down through your body, opening up all your chakras, opening up your throat, your heart center, your solar plexus, your sacral area, your root chakra. And we're just sending it gently down in through the feet and down into the earth as it's coming down from the heavens and it's coming down through you, opening up your third eye, opening up your crown. All of this is open, 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 open. So stay open during this teaching and you're going to feel the energy of this. It's I am Spirit. Lesson 97. I am Spirit. I will be looking down just to read this, but I am here and I'm with you and I'm so glad you joined me. Okay, so welcome. Today's idea identifies you with your one self. One self, not two selves, not a self in conflict, not an ego and a good self. No, one self. It accepts no split identity, nor tries to weave opposing factors into unity. No, we're not doing that. It simply states the truth. I am Spirit. Spirit am I. Okay, feel the energy of that oneness, that wholeness that you are. Practice this truth today as often as you can, for it will bring your mind from conflict to the quiet fields of peace. The quiet fields of peace. Who doesn't want that? No chill of fear can enter, for your mind has been absolved from madness, letting go of illusions of a split identity. It's an illusion that you have a split identity. It's not true. It was never true. Okay. Feel the energy. Feel that wholeness start to really resonate. Completion, oneness, wholeness, freedom. Freedom from those ideas that never brought you any joy, that always just made you feel worse and in conflict and comparing yourself with others and judging. All of that was just all made up stories about yourself and others. None of it was ever so. Okay, that's why they call it a dream or an illusion, Maya. Okay, this is why they call it that, because it is. It's made up by you. And you can release it today, right now, in this moment with me. Thank you. Oh, you're setting the whole world free. We state again the truth about yourself, the Holy Son of God, who rests in you, whose mind has been restored to sanity. You've already been restored to sanity. You are the Spirit lovingly endowed with all your Father's love and peace and joy. You are that. Okay? You are the Spirit which completes himself and shares his function as creator. You share that function. What are you going to do with your beautiful creative mind? Attack yourself? Why? Let's give that up. Come on, we've been doing that way too long. Let it go. Stop holding that grievance. Reach out to that person. Tell them you love them. Clean it up. Come on, stop holding on to that garbage that doesn't mean anything. It's all in the past and it doesn't mean anything. Let it go. You are the Spirit which completes himself and shares his function as creator. You can't be a creator if you're holding on to the past. You can't be a creator if you're holding on to what's not true and keeping yourself separate in your own mind about it, right? Because you're the only one suffering. Everyone else is free, waiting for you to wake up. You can put it that way. Yeah. All right, good. He is with you always as you are with him. Your creator is always with you and you are always with him. In fact, there's no separation between the creator and you. And if there's no separation between the love of God and you, then what? You must be the love of God. It's logic. It's reasonable. It makes sense. It makes total sense, right? Today, we try to bring reality still closer to your mind. We try to bring reality still closer to your mind because you're still stuck in the dream. I know, I was too. But now we really get to open up to the freedom from all of that nonsense and the fear of being separate. The ideas, they're just ideas. They're just beliefs. They can be released in a second, 10 minutes, right? Just give it up. Drop it. I no longer choose to be separate. I no longer choose to be in pain. I no longer choose to believe I'm a body. I no longer choose to believe in sickness and death. I no longer choose to believe that I have to suffer in order to live on this earth. Nope. We're putting an end to all that now because we're creating a new world from a higher frequency of love and connection and unity and belonging and freedom from this. Okay? That's where I'm headed. That's what I'm at the forefront of and have been for 30 years. I don't want anything but peace. I don't want anything but love. I don't want anything but belonging. I don't want anything but connection. Okay? Because that's all there is anyway. Everything else is a nightmare and it's a dream. Never brought you any happiness. All right, have some compassion for yourself today. I know you've been asleep. I know it's been difficult. I know you might be suffering right now with a disease. I know. Of course you are. And you might be afraid, and that's okay. Just let the fears be there too. Doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about your fears. It's like worrying about fears doubly dangerous. It's a double bind. Okay. So we're going to put that to rest also. Let's keep going. Today, we try to bring reality still closer to your mind. Let these words wash over you and through your mind. Each time you practice, awareness of the truth is brought a little closer, nearer at least. Sometimes 1,000 years or more are saved. Do you know that we're saving time here? We're really speeding it up. We were supposed to get this course in 2400. We're getting it. We got it in the 1970s. So we're speeding it up. There's a speed up going on. This course is now here for us to awaken and free the mind from fear. Blessings. Blessings. Bless yourself for being a part of this and being willing to listen, being willing to stick with it through all the crazy. Okay, the minutes that you give are multiplied over and over. For the miracle makes use of time, but it's not ruled by it. The miracle makes use of time, but it's not ruled by it. It's outside of time. Miracles are outside of time. They collapse time. Between now and the time when you're completely free, it's collapsing. It's totally collapsing because you don't want that, do you? You don't want it to take a long time for you to wake up. You don't want it to take lifetimes. How about a year? How about 365 lessons? Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wasn't willing to sit in the ashram for lifetimes. That's what one of these paths told me. 1 to 3 lifetimes before you wake up. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna wait that long. Okay, you don't have to. So today we try to bring reality still closer to your mind. Salvation from the fear, from the nightmare separation is a miracle. Shift in your consciousness, a shift in perception of the first and last, the first that is the last, for it is one. The first and last miracle, the first that is the last, for it is one. That means time isn't sequential. It's not sequencing. It's not, first and last at the same time. Okay. You are the spirit in whose mind abides the miracle in which all time stands still. Wow. Feel that. You are the spirit in whose mind abides the miracle in which all time stands still. Do you see how holy you are? Do you see how important your role is here on planet Earth, your job, your function? And what do we know about your function from the Course in Miracles? Do you know what it is? Simple. Ready? To be happy. That's it. To choose to be happy. I don't care about your circumstances. You may have a disease. You may be broke. You may be grieving. And that's okay. It's not that I don't care. I do care. I've been there. I've been through 3 divorces. I mean, I get it. Custody battle. But the point of it is you don't stay and wallow in the pain of it for too long. You just complete it quickly. Forgive yourself, forgive the person who is part of that with you. Really. And you may have to do it over and over and over and over, because our minds are very stubborn. The ego is a very stubborn thing. It's not going to give itself up. You have to do it. You're not the ego, though. You are not the ego. Ego is an idea. It's made up of separation. That's not you. That's your split identity that's split off from the whole and is constantly attacking the real you. Yeah. Let's put an end to that today. I speak from deep experience. Okay. Yeah, let's give it up. Resign as your own teacher. Resign as though you know the answer to this. Resign as the one who's going to solve your own problem. Because I promise you, you never will. It'll never, ever happen. You need this course. You need the Spirit. You need the Holy Spirit. You need the guides who are bringing this forth. You need the saviors. And I mean saviors like teachers of God, saviors, right? Coming from the Christ mind. You are the Spirit in whose mind abides the miracle in which all time stands still, the miracle in which a minute spent in using these ideas becomes a time which has no limit and no end. No limit and no end. Give then these minutes willingly and count on him who promised to lay timelessness beside them. Timelessness. It's an experience, right? It's not just a concept. It's an experience of being timeless, to being out of time, outside of time and space sequencing, in the wholeness and the oneness and the, what you call transcendence in other paths. Ooh, I just felt a whole thing just released from my back. Yeah, just release all that. Whew. It's not about time. We use time to free ourselves. We use the minutes every day, but use them wisely. Use them to set you free. Choose to be in this beautiful light energy and not in the conflict of your mind. Okay? Just for 5 minutes. Give him the minutes that he needs today to help you understand with him. You are the Spirit that abides in him. It doesn't take that long to read these lessons, by the way. It takes about 10 minutes, half an hour at the most. If you really want to get into it, you'll just meditate on the lesson the way it asks you to, and you're going to feel this energy come through you. I am Spirit. I am whole and perfect as God created me. Okay? Give him the minutes that he needs today to help you understand with him. You are the Spirit that abides in him and that calls through his voice to every living thing, offers his sight to everyone who asks, and replaces errors with the simple truth. All your errors, all your judgment, all your stories, all your fears, all your grievances. I know you got them. I have them too. Let them go. I'm not willing to hang on to them. The Holy Spirit will be glad to take 5 minutes of each hour from your hands to carry them around this aching world where pain and misery appear to rule. He will not overlook one open mind that will accept the healing gift they bring. And he will lay them everywhere he knows they will be welcome. This is divine feminine energy, love, forgiveness, peace, oneness, wholeness. Like not just feminine, it's the masculine and feminine, divine feminine and masculine that protects you from the crazy, right? That's the protection. That's the masculine, the one who's taking action to protect. The feminine allows the birth to come through you. You've got to be reborn in this. So you let it come through you. Allow yourself to be reborn in the light. Okay. And what I mean is, that's what I mean. Like, let yourself be freed from the nightmare that you had created for yourself. All of it can be gone because it is actually already over. It's just that you haven't accepted that or released it enough to feel it gone, to experience it being completely undone for you. All you need is a little willingness. The willingness to pick up a lesson and read it, the willingness to apply this to your mind, the willingness to sit in meditation for a bit and really work with this program because it works, right? I only do it because it works. After 33 years, I'm still doing it because it works. I've tried lots of other things. I keep coming back to this. Why? It works. It's the fastest thing that works, okay? It's not timely. It saves time. He knows, okay, he will not overlook one open mind that will accept the healing they bring. He will lay them everywhere he knows they will be welcome. So do you welcome this? They will increase in healing power each time someone accepts them as his thoughts and uses them to heal. That's your function. Accept these thoughts and use them to heal. Send that love out to people. Don't just hold it for yourself. This is about you giving and belonging and connecting, reaching out, helping people. It's a lot of suffering on this planet. Send this light out. It's not about the circumstances, though. It's about the mind, how you haven't brought your mind back into alignment with itself. You still have a split mind with good and evil, suffering, conflict, all that stuff's going on, right? Bring it back to the self, the real you. Okay, I love you. I hope this works for you. I know it'll work for you if you apply it. But I keep teaching after all these years because I know it works. And there's not a lot of people out there that really get it, right? I mean, have gotten it to the point of complete illumination out of time. Okay, and I've had that experience over and over and over. I don't have to prove that to you. The fact is, I know whereof I speak. I promise you, there is nothing but love in the universe. There is nothing but love outside of this planet. There's nothing but love. Okay, it's love, 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 way beyond what you can imagine, because you've been stuck in a dream. You've been constrained and constricted into a little tiny particle of yourself, when actually you're the wholeness, you're the wave, you're the universe, you're the love of God. Okay, this course gets you there. I'm so excited. This, I promise you, this course and my teacher set me free. I'm here to set you free. You asked me to show up and do this today, so here I am. Thus will your gift to him be multiplied 1,000-fold and tens of thousands more. You can't imagine how much one little thing, you sitting here doing this lesson, is going to affect everything, right? And when it is returned to you, it will surpass in might the little gift you gave, as much as does the radiance of the sun outshine the tiny gleam a firefly makes, an uncertain moment, which then goes out. It's going to surpass all of this, right? Yet will the steady brilliance of this light remain and lead you out of darkness, the darkness of your own thoughts. That's all the darkness is thoughts and beliefs. Without those, you'd be happy and in heaven and free. I know you got them. Yeah, of course you do. All right, so that's why we need the course. We wouldn't have the course if we didn't need it. Why would Jesus have sent us this course? He said, you didn't quite get the message when I was there 2,000 years ago. So here I come with a message of light and love and happiness and peace. And the way to get here is to simply apply yourself to this simple program. Give up your resistance. You know, I talk to people about the course all the time. Oh yeah, I've had that book forever, sitting on my shelf. Oh yeah, I pick it up once in a while. I'm like, well, you got the key to the whole thing right on your shelf. Pick it up and apply it every day. And don't theorize about it. Don't compare it to everything else. Don't talk about Helen and Bill like, I mean, I love Helen and Bill. Thank you, Helen and Bill. This is a Course in Miracles. Do it. All right. I get on my soapbox about it. I want it. I want you to have what I have. I want you to have the freedom. Okay. I want you to have it because it's not that hard. It's truly your salvation. God, it brought me out of depression in a couple of months. Okay. Your depression is caused by you keep thinking that you're deprived of something that you want. Yeah, you're deprived of your whole self. That's why you're depressed. I get it. And it's very fearful and dark in there. I get it. I was there. It's not true. You can never be separate from your whole self. You can never be separate. It's all part of the constructed human identity of separation. Not real. It's not real. Okay, remember the Matrix? You're the one. It's your time of awakening to the truth of you. We're all awake, awakening. So thus will your gift be to him be multiplied 1,000-fold and tens of thousands more. Nor will you be able to forget the way again. You'll never forget it again. You'll never go back to that dark place. It's not like that. You don't wake up and then go back into the dream. No. When you wake up, you're awake. You'll feel things. You're not going to not feel energies. You're not going to not feel the pain of your brother. You will feel the pain of your brother, perhaps even more when you're awake. Why? Because the contrast is so great. You're awake, you can feel the light energy. And then you see somebody asleep and suffering and you go, oh, really? Come on out. Don't join them there in their suffering. Come on out, just pull them out of there. But you have to be out first to be able to do that. You have to be out. In other words, you have to be a healed healer rather than an unhealed healer. So it's accept the atonement for yourself is the key. That's the key. That's your assignment in this course. Accept the atonement for yourself, and then you'll become the teacher of God that you are. All right. Now, there's nothing wrong with how anybody's doing anything. There's nothing wrong with any of it. It's just what works and doesn't work. And it doesn't work for you to stay in suffering when you've actually been given the keys to the kingdom. Does it? I don't know. It's up to you. Because from what you want, God can't save you. If you say, no, I like suffering, I'm going to be okay down here. It's great. I'm going to survive. I'm going to make my $1 million. I'm going to blah, 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 get my Ferrari. Great. Go for it. I'm not taking that from you. Have at it. Include it all. I love it. Yeah, I like nice things. Doesn't mean anything, though. I'm willing to let them go the next moment. Because attachment would bring you into pain and keep you there. Attachment to things, because they're not happy. They're not eternal happiness. I don't know why I had to say that, but I did. Okay, begin these happy exercises with the words the Holy Spirit speaks to you. You're not going to forget your way again. You're not going to forget this once you've got it. I promise you. I promise you. Begin these happy exercises with the words the Holy Spirit speaks to you, and let them echo around the world through him. Ready? This is it. This is your mantra for the day. Holy Spirit, Spirit am I, a holy Son of God, free of all limits, safe and healed and whole, free to forgive and free to save the world. What we mean by that is your thoughts about the world. You're not saving a world out there. You know how many times the Course says there's no world? About 50 times. There's no world outside of you. You're projecting it from your mind, and that's what you're perceiving. I know it's a leap, but get it that you're perceiving what you put there. That's why you have to do the Course lessons, the first 50 lessons. Without that, you're lost. You don't have the foundation. Nothing I see means anything. I've given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. Those are lessons 1 and 2. When you get that, you have the crux, right? But don't stop there, because there's 365 lessons. Right. Love it. Expressed through you, the Holy Spirit. I'm going to say this again, though, what we need to say today over and over. And I'll try to slow down because I have so much energy. I'm really on fire today. Spirit am I, a holy Son of God, free of all limits, safe and healed and whole, Has to be. Free to forgive, free to save the world. Your only function is the one God gave you, to be happy. And the only way to be happy is to forgive. And what I mean is let go of the stories, let go of the grievances, let go of the past, and stop projecting that into the future, because that future moment, we're creating it. You don't want to create it from your past. Yikes. That way you're going to have more of the past. You want that? I don't want that. Look at the last 20th century. 20th century was pretty rough. I don't want that. Let's create a new world where there's no war, where people are not fighting over ideology all the time, where people are not fighting over territory, where people are learning that they need each other and they belong together and there's oneness and wholeness. Now, will this happen in my lifetime? I hope so. It's happening to me because I say so. Join me, please. Offer each practice period today gladly to him, and he will speak to you, reminding you that you are spirit, one with him and one with God. You are spirit, and your brothers and yourself. There's no gender in this, okay? Brothers doesn't mean males. It's brothers. It's all of us, okay? Listen for his assurance every time you speak the words he offers you today. Don't let that stop you or hang you up like that. God, there's so many ways that your mind's going to object to this. I don't know what they are. Like maybe the word salvation, that triggered me a lot. Maybe the word brothers. Just let it go. You don't know. You don't know. Just don't. Just be open to seeing these words differently, like having the language love you and caress you and free you from your constructed objection to everything. Okay? I know you object to it. Go ahead. But it's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to get you to the freedom. That's one thing I felt. When I first found the Course, I had no objection to the language. I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah. I'm sure I've been a Christian for a long time in my life. I'd given up established Christianity. I was lost for about 10 years. I got really depressed and I found this Course and it found me. It found me and healed me. And I've been doing and dedicating my life to it ever since. Now, why? Not a book, not even the practice. The experience of wholeness and oneness is what guides my life. And you as well. You know, and millions of other people, not just me. Okay, so listen for his assurance. Every time you speak the words he offers you today, I am spirit, I am spirit. Holy Son of God, free of all limits, safe and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of his love, free to forgive, free to save the world. Yeah. Yes, use them against temptation. You're going to have temptation. Of course you are. That little ego mind loves to, what about this? What about that? How about this? Okay, it's going to object. No problem. Don't worry about it. Don't make it bad. Don't make it wrong. Don't reject it or resist it. Resist not evil, right? Don't resist all that. Just allow it to flow. Let it go. Let it come. Let it go. They're just little thoughts. They have no power unless you hang on to them and you make up a story and you constrict yourself with them. Let that go. Stop doing that. I love you. So simple. Okay, so listen for his assurance every time you speak the words he offers you today. Listen for it. Listen to be taught. Yeah. And let him tell your mind that they are true. Use them against temptation and escape its sorry consequences if you yield to the belief that you are something else. Right? I've heard a lot of people say, well, it's good for you, but it doesn't work for me. You're not something else. You're a human being. You're just like me. You've been through suffering. You've been through trauma. You've been through a lot of stuff. Life. Yeah. No problem. You aren't something else. You are the Holy Son of God. You are the Spirit. Okay? You don't have to believe that, but try it out. See if it works. Just try it on. Really. Try it on. Like, walk around in this I am spirit shoes today and just try it out. I'm going to be the spirit today. I'm not going to be thinking about my body and my survival and my money and my relationships. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be freeing my mind so that I can be this beacon of light for the world, for myself. Okay. First for yourself. The Holy Spirit gives you peace today. Today, not tomorrow, not when you die. Now. This is an escape from that whole idea of having to wait till you're dead to be in heaven. Why? It's right here. You never left heaven. Right? It's a journey without distance to a place you never left. That's what this course is. It removes the blocks to the awareness of love's presence. Drop it. Drop it. I love it. Okay, ready? The Holy Spirit gives you peace today. Receive his words and offer them to him. Offer them back to him, right? Because you have to say them out loud. You have to say them to heal your mind from the fear by saying these words: Spirit am I, Holy Son of God, free of all limits, safe and healed and whole, free to forgive and free to save the world. That's it. That's our lesson. I'm not faking it, guys. It's not lesson 97. I am spirit. Practice this truth today as often as you have. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Sorry. Let's just let go. So much energy. That happens. I might have to re-record this. I don't know. But no chill of fear can enter, for your mind has been absolved from madness. I'm a spirit. We're letting go of the illusions of a split identity. You are the love of this universe. You are the love. There's no split in love. All right. Thank you. Have a beautiful, peaceful day. And I'll see you next time.